Hi guys, and welcome to the first video of the CSS3 playlist. First, what is the CSS? CSS is cascading style sheets which makes us be allowed to edit font size, color, make a border here, control the positioning of the item, or make a radius here or anything, or add a color or border or background and space between that and that, all of that. Let's start. How can I use the CSS? Let's go and create a new file, a new folder here, folder, and I will call it CSS3 playlist. As we did here for the HTML5, you can find the course of the HTML5. CSS3, and I will drag this folder into the Visual Studio Code, and here we will find that. I will close the welcome window. I will create a new file here and I will call it index.html, and then here I will create HTML5, and here I can make h1 with hello world. Then let's open this file in the Google Chrome and see what we have. When I open this, here I have hello world. First, how can I create the CSS file? Here I will create a new file, style.css. CSS. Do not make it C or CS, just CSS. You can name it anything you want here, but you cannot change the CSS. Then I want to edit the header 1. How can I edit the header 1? Header 1, header 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or A, B, or LI, OL, anything like that is something like the basics of the coding, so I don't need to add anything behind or before it. I just can add here H1, so in the Visual Studio Code it will be yellow. And I will open this bracket, hit enter. Now I have this. I can make the color here. I can type here color, so I can change the color into red. Command plus S. Let's see what we have here. When I reload, we get nothing. That's because we didn't connect between the CSS file and the HTML. Let's connect between them. Here, after the title, we can make here angled bracket with the L of REL equal style sheet with href equal style.css. Now when I reload the page, I have this into the red color. Let's try to make it with the header 2. Header 2 of I can make it CSS3 playlist. And now what I got here, what did I get here is I have no color here, just the black color. Let's change it. Here we have a challenge. I want you to think about it. You have 10 seconds to think about it, then pause the video and try to do it yourself. I want you to make the header 2 with a color of something like green. Good luck. Okay, I hope you did great. Here I will write H2 and I will open this bracket here, and here I can make the color into green, and then command plus S, and I think it will be saved from here. I think no, not from here, yes, from here. Now it's saved. Let's go to the Google Chrome. Now I have this into the green. Then let's try to make it for the header 3, H3, with I can write here I am a web designer, and then I have nothing here, just the header 3 and I'm a web designer. Let's go to the CSS H3, and here I want the color to be, I can make it here brown or blue. Blue is okay. When I reload, here I have this into the blue color. Let's make it this in with the header 4. Header 4. Here I can write my name. And then here I have just the header 4. I want to show you a different style of writing the CSS code. I want this to have the same color, but I do not need to write many lines of code. Here I can add a comma and after this H4. So like that, when I reload, here I have this again with the blue color. Or I can delete this and make this for this part. So here I have this red as the same of the header 1. And then let's try to make it for the header 5. In the header 5 I can make I love web designing. We just got a problem here. Okay. So here I can add this to the same of the H5. Then now let's see what we have here when I reload. Here I have the same color of the header 2. Let's make the header 6. Header 6. And here I can make, I don't know, we are doing great. Let's go back. So here I have just the header 6. I can add the header 6 into the header 3. So here I have the same color of the header 3. This is great. What if I write here header 7? I can write here the same as hello world. As I told you before, in the HTML5 basics, we have no more. We have no such more than the header 6. What if I write here the header 7? Color of red. I have this here. We can make it here. We can edit the CSS by this mark. When I write here blah and write here anything, I have here the blah, and when I make it here blah of color of green, so I have this green. So now we have the lesson. We can edit anything in the CSS by this mark, by this heading or this header of the angled bracket, and then I will keep it like I will keep it like that so we can remember. And then I can I don't know. Okay. What I can add here? Let's make for the paragraph, and here I can write it was such a great weather. And here I have it was such a great weather. And here for the paragraph, I can make here the color into brown. Command plus S, or we can click here and save. If you need to save, you have to open editors. Then here I have the brown color. And for the I will create an A with href of nothing, and here I can make visit Google. Now I have the visit Google. I want to change the color. Here I can make A and open these brackets, these beautiful brackets, and here the color to be crimson, which is something like the tomato. So here I have this color which is like the tomato. Okay, then we have 10 minutes of the CSS3 basics. In the next video we will keep going, we will know more about the CSS3 basics, and I will tell you how to edit the font size. So, good luck and have fun! Hi guys and welcome back. After we did all of that, I want to edit the font size. I don't like this font size. How can I edit these font sizes? Here in the code there's something called font size, and here I can control any size I want. There's something called pixels. Pixels is a measuring unit of the coding. Here I can make this into just 100 pixels. I think it is for 0.04 centimeter or 0.4 centimeter. When I save and go back, now I have this with the font size of 100 pixels. Okay, now how can I edit this one? I want this one to have the font size of just 1 pixel. Hit save, go back. Now I have this. It is very small. It is here, but very small. Let's make this into 20 pixels. So now you can see it. And then here in I can edit now. Here I can edit this one. This one I want to make the font size of 50 pixels. Command plus S. Now I have this into 50 pixels. Now let's edit this, and this. You have a challenge here. I want you to edit the header 7 to have the font size of 25 pixels. You don't have to think about it. It is very easy. Do it now. Good luck. Okay, I hope you did great. Here I can make the font size of 25 pixels. When I reload, here I have this into 25 pixels. Let's make this into a font size of just 11 pixels. So this one. So now I have the... No, I don't need the dictionary. Yes, here now it is 11 pixels. Let's make here this to be something like 25 pixels. What if I make this into 1000? It would be very big, right? Very big. So here I have it was such a great weather. I will make this into 50 when I reload. So here I have this into the 50 pixels. Let's edit the A with font size of 60 pixels when I reload. So here I have this into the 60 pixels. When I click here, it takes me nowhere because I didn't set the href. Okay, so now let's add more. There's something called border. Here I want the width of the border to be 10 pixels, and I want it to be solid, and I want that color to be green when I reload. So here I have this border and this border. And what if I make this into dashed? So here I have the dashed. Let's make it into jot or double. So here I have the double. You can control it if you want. Anything you want, you can edit it. Here this is the width of between this part and this part. Let's make it solid so we can notice the difference. What if I make this into just 1 pixel? So here it is much thinner. Let's make this into 20. Now we have this into 30. So now we have this bigger. Okay, now let's add this into the rest of them. Border of 4 pixels of solid of red. H2 and the H5. Here I have the red and the red. Let's add it here. Border 9 pixels of solid of aqua. I like this color of aqua. Or I can make it black, and in the next one I will make it aqua. So here I have the black border. Let's make here the border of 10 pixels of solid of, or let's make it dot of aqua. So here I have the dot of the aqua. Let's control this for the border 5 pixels of solid of black, or I can make it here I don't know, we have here the slate blue. Here I have this color. Let's make this into I don't know, I can make here for no, I will keep it like that, and I will tell you a different thing here. I want to add a radius for this part. What can I do? There's something called border radius. Let's make this border radius. I want it to be 100 pixels. So now we have this. Let's make this into something like 50%. You can control it by pixels or percent. 50%. So here I have this. It tries as much as possible to be circle. And here, let's make this into border radius of 30% for the header 2 and 5. So here I have this. You can notice, right? What if I make this into something like 1000 pixels? So here I have this, because I cannot, it tells you I cannot do that. So this is a much bigger thing I can do. Let's make this into border radius of just 10 pixels. So here I have this small difference. This is okay. Let's make this into the border radius of 5 pixels or 50 pixels. So here I got this, and for the same I will copy and paste. And then here I want to make a border, but I do not want this to be for the top, bottom, left. I want it to be just for the right side. How can I make that? There's something called here border bottom, top, left, right. Here I can make the border right. I want it to be solid of green of I didn't set the border width here to be 10 pixels. So here I have just this border on the right. What if I want here to make the border left of 10 pixels of solid of red? So here I have the border left of red and the border right of green. Let's make this for this one, but for the top and the bottom. Border top of 10 pixels of solid of, I want it to be I don't know, chocolate. So here I have the border top. Let's make the width into 100%. This is okay. So it takes 100% of the text. And then here I have border bottom 10 pixels of solid of I don't know, dark violet. So here I have this dark violet. Now we know how to add the border and the border radius, and how can I control it. Okay, I am thinking about what I can add here more. I have the border radius. Okay. Now you know the difference between the solid and the dashed and the dot. Here I can make it dashed, so you can differentiate between them. Here I have the dash, and here I have the dash. This is great. We will keep going in the next video. We will know the difference between the padding and the margin. And we will know how to add the background image or background color. Good luck and have fun. Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we will know the difference between the padding and the margin. First, what is the padding and what is the margin? We have learned the border, right? So, here this is a country. Imagine that the content is a country. The padding is the distance between the content, this line, and the border of this country, and the margin is distance is whatever the distance after the border. So can you differentiate between them now? Anyway, we will know it now. When I go to the page, now I have this. Let's create here a new one with header 1, but I will just delete it. I will comment it, how I can comment in the CSS, this slash and then this star and this again and here. So now I have a comment. Here for the H1 I want the border 5 pixels of solid of red. And now let's make H1, I will keep it like that. So here I have hello world with this part. Now let's add a padding. In the H1 I want a padding to all corners, left, bottom, right and top. I want it to be 50 pixels. So now I have 50 pixels from left, the right, the bottom and the top. But what if I want this to be just from the left? I can make here the padding left. So here I have this just from the left. And then what is the margin? Let's make the margin of 50 or 150 pixels. No, let's see what we have when I reload. This is a margin. So here I have a distance of 150 pixels from the left, the right, the top and the bottom. Let's make the padding for all corners. So here, now we know the difference. The padding is the distance between the content and anything inside. The distance between the content from this part, this line here, and the ending of the content to the border. And the margin is the distance between the border and anything else outside the content and the border. I hope you know the difference. Now let's make this into the background color. Background color, I can give it here background color of dark violet, or I want it to be, let's try dark violet. So now I have the background of dark violet. Then let's make this into, I will comment all of that. I don't think I need it. So I will cut this part and paste it here, because you know we have nothing here. So we need to make it like this. Great. So here I have just the header 1. For the header 2, I want the border 5 pixels of solid. I want the border left of 5 pixels of solid of red. Let's see what we have. Here I have this. I want to add a distance between this border and the content. Here I have the padding. What if I add a margin here? Margin left of 50 pixels. I still don't have distance between this content and the padding and the border. The padding is the solution. Here I have the padding left of 50 pixels when I reload it. So here I have a distance between the content and the padding of 50 pixels. Let's make this for the next one. Make this for the right. Header 3, border right, 5 pixels solid of green. And here I want to make the margin left of 50 pixels. Let's see what we have here. So here I have this distance, and I want the padding right of 50 pixels. We got a problem here. Yes, we got a problem. So what is the problem? We need to fix no, it is here. No worry. Okay, so here I cannot edit this because it has the width of 100%. Let's make this into the border chop, and here the margin chop, the padding chop, sorry. So here I have a distance between the border chop and the content. This is the padding, and let's make here the margin chop of 100 pixels. And this is the margin. Now I think you know the difference between the margin and the padding. Let's add here border left 5 pixels, 5 pixels of solid of red. And let's see what we have when I reload. So here I had this. I can add the padding left. Let's add padding left of 50 pixels. So here I have this space. And for sure I can control the font size of 50 pixels. So here I got this. This is great. Let's make it for my name. In the code here I have header 4. I think it was header 4. The border, I want the border, all of the borders to be 5 pixels of solid of aqua. So here I got this. Let's add padding. I will just add padding left and bottom. Padding left of 50 pixels. So here I got this, and padding bottom of 50 pixels. So here I got this. If I want it to be different, I can add here padding top, but it is okay. And let's add a margin of 50 pixels for all sides. So here I got this, and a background color, sorry, of red. So here I have the background color of red. Now, I want to tell you how to add an image as a background image. Here I can get an image from the internet, image or background. I will check this one. This is okay. And here, loading. I will copy the image address, and I will tell you how to make it. Copy image address. And here I can make for the header 5 border of 2 pixels of solid of clay. You can make padding without a border. You know that? You can make it. So here I will delete the border and make just the padding. The padding of 50 pixels. And here the background image of URL and this address. When I reload, so here I have this. I will tell you here a great effect. What if I make this into the color of white and the font size of 25 pixels, and here I want let's see what we have here first. So here I got this. What if I make this into the background attachment into fixed? So this what's going on here. But as you can see, the image is repeated. I don't need the image to be repeated. Here I can make the background image background repeat of no repeat. So here it is not repeated, but I got nothing here. And background size into cover. So now I have the image, but it is not repeated. I know the quality is not very good, but it is not repeated, and that's what we need now. Okay. And here, let's add a border of 10 pixels of solid of I can make it to tomato. It's like the crimson. So here I have this. This is great. And here, let's make it for the header 6. Header 6 here, I will not add padding or margin or anything like that. I will just add the background image. I want a better one. This is very small. This is much better. So I copy image address, and for the header 6 I want to add the background image of URL, or you can download it and use it. You will type background image URL and this the same pattern. I will type here the name of the image. And here, let's see what we have when I reload the page. So here I got this. Or I can make it the background attachment into fixed. Background attachment into fixed. So now we can see it. I know it is not, it is repeated, but you can edit this. Okay, now everything's done great. In the next video we will talk about, I don't know, we can talk about the buttons. Okay, so good luck and have fun. Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we will check about the button, how I can control the CSS of the button. Let's go to the code, and here in the index.html I will create a button. Here button, and I will type it inside it, the submit. Let's go back to the file. So here I have the button. When I get to the CSS I will write button, and here the first thing I want to edit is the font size of 50 pixels. So here I got this, and a padding of 15 pixels. The next thing I want to edit is I want to delete this border. I can make the border of none. So here I have no border. And I want to delete the background color. I have two options here. If I want, I will start from the border. I have two options for the border. If I want to make it the border of none, so I have no border. Or I can control the border from here. 5 pixels of solid of green. So here I have the green border. And what if I want to delete the background color? I don't need any background color. I can make here background of none. So here I have no background, just the white color of the page and this part here. Okay, and now what if I want to edit the background color? So here background color, I want it to be red. So here I have the red color. Now we know how I can control the button. Now we will talk about the ID and the classes. If I have something called dev. Dev is called a division. Here I have the first division. I can close it, and here I can write hello world. When I go to the page, I have the hello world. I can copy and paste this many times, but first there's something called class. Here I can give a class of any name I want. I will give it dev1. So I will copy this part and paste it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is okay. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I can edit the class from the CSS. So if I have two header1, I can give it a class. So I will just edit one of them. Let's go here. To edit a class, I need to write here dot. I have to write the dot before the name of the class if I have a class. Dev1. Now I can make the font size of 40 pixels. Hit save, go back. Now I have all of that with 40 pixels. I can make the color into green. So here I have all of the colors into green. I can make here something like background into red. So here I have this. I can add a margin bottom of just 5 pixels. So here I have this place. And padding of 10 pixels. So here I have this padding. This is doing great. And let's see what we can add here. I can add a border of 2 pixels of solid of orange red. I think it will be okay. I'm not sure. No, not okay. So here to be just orange. I can make this into 10 pixels so we can see it. Now we can see it. I can add more margin to be 20 pixels instead of 5. So here I have enough distance. And now I can make background image. I can get a background image from here, copy image address, and I will delete this part here, and background image of this part. Sorry, URL first. URL, and like that, in that here. And here I have this part. I can make the background attachment into fixed if I want. Background attachment into fixed. So here I have this. And now, what if I want to add a color to our to this part, to this background image? I have something here called linear gradient. I want the direction of the colors to move from the right to the left, to right. So it will move from the left to the right, and I want the first color to be purple or yellow, and the second color to be red. And here I will add a comma between them. So here I have the yellow color and the red, and separated with blue, with orange, because it is the color between them. And now, but I do not like it like that. I cannot see the image. Here, when I hover this part, I can decrease the opacity when I reload. So here I have this. And again, when I decrease the opacity of the red, when I reload, so here I have this opacity. And here I can make the background size into cover. So it will cover all of the width when I reload. So here I got this. It seems like we have all of the image here. Okay, this is great. Let's think about what I can add here. Yes, I can add something called the ID. Here I have 8 divisions, but I want one of them to have a special CSS code. I have 2 options here. I will make for the first one. I can give an ID, something called ID of dev1 and ID. I will copy this part here, copy, and let's go to the CSS. You can make a conclusion that to type an ID, it is different from the class. How can I write the ID in the CSS code? The first thing I have here is to write a hash, and then the name of the ID. And here I can make the color into white. Let's go. And here I have the color of white. And here I can add a special margin chop of 50 pixels. And for sure I can add margin left, bottom, right, top, anything I want. Margin left of 50 pixels. So here I have this. And margin right of 200 pixels. So here I have this. And I can add margin bottom of 50 pixels. So here I got this, or I can make it 100 pixels. So here I got this now. And I can add a padding to be 40 pixels. So here I have a different padding. This is great. Everything is done great. And now I will create a new file here. Create a new file of position.html, and here position.css. And then here I will start from the HTML5. I will just cancel that. And now I will connect between the new CSS, not here. Link rel style sheet with href of position.css. And here I will create a div with a class of position1. And here I will write hello world. And then in the next video I will tell you how to position any div or anything I want. If I want to position it in the center, at the top, at the middle, or anything like that. So in the next video we will talk about that. So good luck and have fun. Hi guys and welcome back. In this video we will talk about the positioning. Here in the code I have the hello world with a class of position1. Here I will make like that, and here I have the font size of 50 pixels. Let's see what we have. Here I have the 50 pixels, and here I want to edit the position of absolute, so I will be able to make it anywhere I want. Here I have left of, I want the left to be 50% and the top also to be 50%, but it is not at the center of the page. How can I edit this? There's something called transform, translate -50 from the x and -50 from the y. You will use it anytime you want this to be at the middle of the page. Now this is at the middle of the page. What if I go here and make it for many times? So I will copy this and paste it for 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we got a problem. Yes, we got a problem. Yes, I will tell you what is the problem. The problem is all of that is behind this hello world. So as you can see here, it is something like more blue. Okay, let's copy more. Okay, when I copy this part and I will delete that, when I paste it, now we can see I have this many times. And now let's try for another one. Div with the class. I will make here an ID. So here an ID, or I will give you the second option we have here. I can add more class, position of 2. When I copy this part here and let's make it here, let's copy all of that and paste it here, and this to be 60. So here I had this below this hello world 1. Here I can make hello world 1, 1, 1. Great. And this to be hello world 2. Then let's try to make with the ID. When I make here the ID of position 2 and copy this ID, paste it here, copy this part, paste in this, because you know it is here now. So I want more. I want this to be 70%. So here I have the hello world 1 here, but I will fill it into this to be 1, 1, 3. So here I have 1, 2, and 3. Then I will tell you something. What if I want to edit the background color to all of the page? How can I control that? Here there's something called body, which is this div, body of background color. I will make it orchid. So here I have this color. It's applied for all of the body. Then let's try more positioning. What if I want here div with a class of position 3 or position 4, and here I have hello or my name or CSS3 basics. I love it. Then here I have this part, and here I will paste, sorry, not that. I will copy the class, paste it in the position.css. In here the font size to be 50 pixels, and I want to float with the right. Then now it floats at the right. What if I want this to float at the bottom? So here it is not at the bottom because we have just chop left and right. So here at the left and here at the right. So remember, we just have the left and the right. Then let's make the positioning again. What if I want here to make position of absolute, left of 10%, chop of 90%, and then I will copy the transform and translate, because you know if you make it like that, it's not at 90% from the left. Okay, it's okay. So here I had this at the left 10% and the transform of translate -50% and -50% and the top of 90%. What if I delete this part? So here I have the same, because we have here this part. If I delete this part again, so here I have this different. Okay, here I'll make it into 20%, so I have this here. Now I'm just thinking about what I can add here. I can add something like a more positioning function. So here I will create a new one, dev with a class of position 5, and here I can write my name. Of course you can type your name if you want. Here I will copy this class and paste it here. Let's revise what we did before for the padding, the margin, and all of that. First, let's start from the font size. Let's make it into 40 pixels. So here I have the font size of 40 pixels. And here I want the color to be white. So here I have the color white. Then I have the background image or the background color of pale green. So I have this background color now. And then I can make the padding left of 30 pixels. I have this now. What if I make the padding for all corners? I have this. Great. And then I can add a margin of 50 pixels. Here I have the margin of 50 pixels. Here, let's see what I can add here. I can add the border 5 pixels of solid of red. So this is great. Let's add the background image, or I can type for the background. This is okay. I think I will copy the image address of this one, because this is okay. Loading, copy image address. I know the quality is not very good, but it's okay. And here it's a background image, URL of this one. Let's reload the page. Here we have the first file we created together. So here I have this background image. Let's make the background attachment into fixed. You cannot see the difference because we have just the height of the page of my screen. And now I can make here, I can give a background image here for all of the body. Background image of URL. Let's get an image from the Google Chrome. I think this one is okay. Copy image address. Let's paste it for this part. Hit save, go back. Now I have this background image, and I want the background size to be cover. because you know it's repeated. When I hit reload, now I have this just one and not repeated. Takes the whole screen. Everything is done great, 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 great. And now we are done with all of that. In the next video we will build a small project using the CSS3, and I will tell you about the positioning of fixed. So I want you to have fun with the course. If you have any problem, you can get back to me, as I told you before, as many students try before to get back to me, and I will respond as soon as I say the message. So good luck and have fun. Hi guys, and welcome back. In this video we will build a small project using the CSS3 in the HTML5. Here in the code I will create a new file of project.html and project.css. And then here I will create the HTML5, and then I have a link rel style sheet with an href of project.css. First thing I will add here is the header 1, and I will type my name. Let's go to the file and open this into the Google Chrome. When I open in the Google Chrome, no available windows. Okay. So now I have this. Or I can make it into the div, so I can control the font size easily. And here a class of name. I will copy this and let's paste it for the project.css. Here the font size. I want the font size to be 55 pixels, which is the perfect font size for the headers. And here I want the position of absolute of left with 50%. And transform, I want to translate just the x-axis with -50%. So now this is at the middle of the page, because we have just edited the left and the transform of translate just the x-axis, or you can control the y-axis if you want. Then after that I can add horizontal line. No. I want to break the line here, and then again I want to break the line again, or adjust. We can add here this is okay. I will add the break line here. I think it will be okay if it is here. Great. And then inside this div I will create another div with a class of container, and I will cut this part and paste it here. And then I will make this into the container. We got a problem here. So here I have the same. Let's write here something like I don't know. I can make here just the name, and let's try to add more. Here I can make h1 with just I am. So here I had this here. So now we have a small problem. How can I edit this problem? Do you know? Okay, I will tell you something here. This I can give it a width of 100% and text align center. So now, as you can see, this is center. Now we have a different option to make it centered, and I can control the font size to be 55 pixels. So now it's great. I know this is confusing, but if you have a problem, you can get back to me. And then here I will write for the header 3. I am a new web designer, just learning now. the CSS3 basics. And then here I am a new web designer just learning the new CSS3 basics. And then let's get an image from here. This one is okay. I will just get this image. What about this one? Because it is much bigger. Copy image address. Let's create a new div. Here I can make div with the class of I don't know, image1. And here, or background1. Hit save. Here I can write H2. My experience, I gained my experience from online courses created by my name. When I reload the page here, so here I have this part. Let's break the line here. Now I have broken the line. Let's add the horizontal line. And now I got this. Let's add the background image here. For the class of background1, here I have the background image of URL of this one. When I reload, so here I got this, and I can make the color into white so I can see the color, so I can see the text. Color into white. Here I have the color of white. I can add a padding of 50 pixels, and I can add a margin of 50 pixels. So this is great. And now let's add a margin for this part with I think 100 pixels. For I will tell you a different form to write the CSS code, but I do not prefer it, but I have to tell you about it. Here I can add here style, and I can add the CSS code here. I can make here something like margin left of 100 pixels. I don't know, I do not think so. I think just 50 pixels. So now this is here. That's what I wanted. Great. And then I can add a list here. I will cancel that and that. Let's add a list. Ordered list or unordered one. Then here list item. Let's copy and paste this into 1, 2, 3, 4. HTML5 course, CSS3 course, Bootstrap 5 course, and finally Java script course. And let's add the last one, which for the jQuery course. I prefer jQuery more than the JavaScript because I think it is much easier. Then I have the list. Let's edit the unordered list from here. Unordered list. I can give it a font size of 24 pixels. 24 pixels is the perfect font size for the content of the page, of the web page, because it can be easily seen. Instead of that, some people see it harder than this. Then here I can make the background image of green, or I will make it for the LI. This is great. And let's add for the LI the background color of sky blue. So here I got this. margin bottom of 10 pixels. And then now I have this. Great. Let's think about what I can add here more. I can add a button. Let's add a button. Button with an ID of button 1, and here I will write click here if you are done with this web page. So here I have this button. Let's go to the code. ID of the button 1, border of none. So here I have no border. And background image or just background, I want it to be snow. So here I know it is different. Font size of 24 pixels. Great, I think 34 pixels would be okay. Great. And here I want to make what if I make here the width of 100%, and here the text align, it will be automatically centered. So here I got this, but when I click here we have nothing. Let's add a background image for the whole page. I think this image is okay, or this one, I love it. This one, it has a sign here, but it is okay. Copy image address, and here for the body background image of URL of this URL. Let's go back and refresh. Now we got this. This is great. And here I can add a linear gradient here if I want. Linear gradient to right. Here I have black and white. I got this now, and I can decrease the opacity of the color. When I hover the black, when I just hover the black, decrease. When I save and reload, here I got it. And I can decrease the opacity of the white. So here I got this. What if I make here the color of the everything to be white? It will not be okay, so I will just edit the color of the header. For the name, color to be white, and then here I will edit from here so you can know the difference. Color of white, because you know, if you have set anything here, we cannot edit this again from the project.css. This is great. I can control the height of the body if I want. What if I make this into height of 2000 pixels? So here I can scroll down, and then here I can make the background attachment and fix it. So here I got this, you can see it. Okay, and here the last form, I can add the CSS width. I can make here angled bracket with the style, and here I can add anything I want. I can add body or anything I want. I will just keep it like that, so you can edit from here if you want. But if you edit it from here, if you come here and write another thing, this is the one which will be applied. So now we are done with the project of the CSS3. Thank you, and see you in the Bootstrap 5. Good luck and have fun.